Buildings are designed to have circulated tempered water. Hotels, as an example, have many fixtures of varying types that all required tempered water delivered to them quickly and efficiently. With all that demand, correct piping is key to keeping tempered water where it's needed. Recirculation systems keep the water warm and moving, recirculating the tempered water already flowing through the building. This helps to conserve energy needed for heating water, speeds the time it takes for tempered water to be delivered to a fixture, and reduces the amount of water that goes down the drain as the consumer waits for tempered water. Here is a basic design of recirculation for a commercial building. Leonard's Piping Method W. Hot water comes from the storage tank at 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This is too hot for the general public, but can be used for high-temperature fixtures if applicable. At the same time, we have cold water coming from a domestic source, between 45 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. These two temperatures meet at the mixing valve where they are then delivered at a desired set point, generally between 115 and 125 degrees Fahrenheit. This tempered water is delivered to fixtures throughout the building. During times of no demand, the tempered water cools down, losing about 5 to 10 degrees by the time it arrives at the recirculation pump. To regain that lost heat, the return flow is split, sending the majority of the return water to the mixing valve and some of the return water back to the hot water source. The key to this system is the balancing valve. When balanced correctly, the system will constantly remain at the desired set point. If too much water is going back to the hot water source, the recirculation line will go hot. If not enough return water is going back to the hot water source, the loop will go cold. On installation of a new system, the contractor must take the time to balance this flow back to the hot water source. The design for a digital valve is exactly the same as Piping Method W. However, the balancing valve is no longer needed because the digital valve is self-balancing. The balancing valve on the recirculation line now becomes an isolation valve used only for maintenance. Leonard Valve uses 3 different recirculation piping methods. Here we have demonstrated Method W, which is used for all of Leonard's Waxmaster mixers as well as Leonard's Nucleus and Proton digital valves. Piping Method 2 is required for Leonard's bimetal valves with return flows of 8 gallons per minute or less, and Piping Method 5 for bimetal valves with return flows above 8 gallons per minute. The main differences in the methods are in how the return water is delivered back to the mixing valve. In Piping Method W, the return water is piped to the inlet side of the mixing valve. In Piping Method 2, the return water is delivered through the bottom port in next-gen high-low valves, such as the TM520B. In Piping Method 5, the return water is delivered to the outlet of the next-gen high-low valve, as shown here with the TM2020B. Piping methods are determined by the type of mixing valve used. Always be sure to specify which piping diagram should be used in your project. Leonard Valve and our local representatives are experts at recirculation. Please call us to discuss your project needs. Leonard Valve Company. Visit us at leonardvalve.com or call us at 800-222-1208.